Okay, so I'm going to go over some things that I've learned this past week. I've taken a couple of training classes, some more. As I mentioned, my goal is to take at least one training class a week. Oftentimes, title companies will do this for free. The last two that I've taken were completely free. In fact, all the ones that I've taken at the title companies have been free. So I'm trying to make this short and sweet. I've actually been trying to do some more networking groups as well. I'll explain about that. You can reach out to me, but I'm going to make this video very short. I went to the Chamber of Commerce meeting. It was free at first. You can do the first meeting for free, and I think it's only $200 a year. I'm thinking about signing up. I met a lot of nice people. I got to do a lot of networking, and the meetings are only once a month. And you do meet a lot of people. There is possibly some other realtors there. There was actually another Texas United Realty lady there, but we kind of joined together, sat together along with another Texas United, and it was actually kind of nice. But they always do a presentation. This time it was on ChatGPT and AI, which is going to be the future. It's not if, it's when. So this was a good website he told me to go to. He said you should start introducing uh, ChatGPT into your. So I'll kind of show you how this is the speaker. He wrote a book. I'm going to show you how to use it. It's almost like a cheat sheet when you're writing articles. I'm still trying to figure it out, but this is the website here that you can go to as well as this website here. I haven't tried this one out yet, but this one I learned in another class here at the top where the browser is chat.openai.com. Bring it down so you can see it. Basically, I typed in this in 100 words, give me the top reason someone should buy a house. And then it gave me that. So obviously I limited it by saying 100 words. And then I said tips for first-time home buyers, and it gave me this. So this you could literally copy and paste into your social media if you're thinking about ideas to post. You could even literally type real estate ideas for social media. I mean, social media obviously likes, look at that. It's giving you virtual tours. I was just about to say, social media, they like short videos. I learned in another class. So moving on, I'm trying not to spend too much time on this. There's a lot we could get into with this. So oops. I took a picture of a local coffee house menu and the sign, and I actually posted it. Well, he actually has a team back to um, bots and AI and stuff. He has a team of artificial team members that help him write his books and do his daily tasks. It was insane. That guy that wrote the book. Um, he talked a lot about Agent GPT. I guess that's those agents that he has on his team. They're all made up characters that help him. The guy was speaking quite a bit over my head, but as we get through, there's the picture of the coffee house. Again, you don't just want to post about real estate. You want to post about local things that they can do and attractions and stuff. Because if you just do a house and say, look at my listing, they're going to get bored of that. I mean, there definitely you should show a quick footage of the house that you're listing or that you did an open house in, but you need to mix it up. Took a picture of this because I really like the sign. I thought it was pretty impressive. This was someone else's social media post, and They added the coming soon. It was pretty catchy. I took another class on working to hire a virtual assistant. A lot of people, agents are hiring virtual assistants to do their minute tasks, or their not necessarily minute tasks, just their computer-based tasks like uploading their clients into a database and following up and things like that. This mortgage company that put this on even hires darn it, trying to get this to back out. Virtual assistants, they have four to answer phones and things like that. And they're not local. They're in another country, but they answer the phone as if it was as if they are sitting in the office of that mortgage company. It's crazy. He talked about steps to hiring a virtual assistant, which you can screenshot that if you want. And then tools to use once you hired a virtual assistant. These are kind of the tools that he uses, like Ring Central, that creates phone numbers for these virtual assistants to use. Now, these virtual assistants are not animated or whatever, like a artificial intelligence bot. These are actually people that are in another country that you pay them in the range of $5 to $6 an hour, he said. Things like in the Philippines and things like that, where they actually are your assistant. Now, you have to go through a hiring process and get them, obviously interview and get them hired. But he mentioned you might have to go through a few. Anyway, it's just something for the future to be thinking about. I can get more in depth into you on that. I want to do like a monthly newsletter for my clients and a market, maybe a weekly social media market update where I get on Zoom or the camera, and I just post a quick update on the market and the interest rates and things like that. Maybe a quick tip for your first time home buyers, or you're just home buyers in general. A lot of people don't even know what PMI is, mortgage insurance is. So and then a newsletter, you could use different content, or you could use that ChatGPT I was just loading and ask it to help you. I found this on Instagram when I was scrolling. This virtual assistant is $10 an hour. Hire Biz. I was going to look into that. I know that's a little more expensive, but they're probably here in the States, I would imagine. I was just looking at a couple of things for hiring a virtual assistant because I'm thinking about doing it. This guy obviously does like runs your hosting, and he comes up with your blog for Google Posts, Facebook, Instagram. He maintains, repairs, and Square accounts, appointments. That's pretty neat, I think. Stewart Title, I follow them. Katie, Joyce, she actually wants to do a meeting with us, me and anybody in my mentee group that wants to meet with her. She wants to help us with any kind of free. There's another program she uses called Breakthrough Broker that helps you with flyers and mail outs and things like that. And it's all free. But if you follow Stewart Title Katie, you'll see a lot about tips and things. And she also sends you free classes that you can take. This is the class I actually took today on email follow-up. I thought it was pretty interesting. If you scan that QR code, you can sign up for her free classes. This was actually a CE class. It was 2 hours and it was free. So I got credit for that, and I learned about email marketing. There's the QR code again if you want to get a little closer shot on it. But what she talked about, I know there's things like MailChimp, y'all have heard, and Constant Contact that you can use to follow up. with an email and maybe creating a monthly marketing database for like a monthly newsletter or flyers. But Flowdesk, Flowdesk, gives you the same ability, and it's unlimited amount of contacts. It's $50 a month if you sign up for a year, or you scan her code and sign up through her code. You get half off. Not promoting her by any means, but I'm thinking about doing it. It's called Flowdesk. I think MailChimp is free, but it only allows you to use it up to a certain amount of email subscribers. So maybe if you have a small list, you could start out with MailChimp. And then Flowdesk, though, it integrates flyers and things like that. So you can create flyers on the spot. And then it's a one-stop shop to just send them out to your contacts list. You can upload CSV files. If you get in contact with her through this, she offers the classes. Like I said, this one was at the Katie Title Company, Stewart Title, and it was free. It was a 2-hour class. So don't want to bore y'all to tears on anything. Just trying to give y'all a quick update on what classes I took and what I got out of it. Kind of like these were several hour-long classes, and I'm giving you the freebie breakdown on what I learned. Here's MailChimp. You can sign up with that. There's that ChatGPT. And if you want to create an event, I'm actually doing a 20-year anniversary party. I used Eventbrite. The reason I didn't use like Evite, because that didn't allow me to capture their information. Eventbrite does. And when they reserve a spot, I capture their phone number and their email, which of course is I'm going to use for a big push for following up for years to come. So I capture their information. So everybody and anybody's also invited to this. Just real quick, it's on my Facebook page. If you want to sign up, the link's on my Facebook page, which is on my email signature. Another thing, I got an article through my email through NAR, which is National Association of Realtors. It's really cool. If you want it, let me know. It says 8 invaluable lead generation ideas for agents and brokers, which of course we're agents. Human resource departments, I thought was a good one. Find a cause, get involved. So the lady at our at the meeting, the Chamber of Commerce meeting, the other Texas United Realtor, she said she was actually involved in a VA association, and she did that. She found a cause, VAs or veterans. She got involved, so she was on the board for this particular VA nonprofit that helps VAs, and then of course she gets to know a lot of people who are veterans, and then she specializes in the VA and the VA loan. As far as on the real estate side, she doesn't do the loans. Networking, which is why I'm trying to do more of. There's also, if in your area, check BNI, Boy Nancy Ice Cream. BNI does a networking. They only allow one realtor for each like division in the meeting, which is kind of cool for the group. So this group and Katie that I went to try out, they give you 2 free trials, BNI. If you look them up or Google them, they have a bunch of them all over. And the one in Katy has already a commercial realtor and a residential realtor and a property manager realtor, so that you can do different divisions. But I of course do commercial and residential, but they already have a realtor for those 2 divisions. So unless they quit or you somehow get invited, really unfortunately there's no way for me to keep going. That's they usually have a breakfast 1 day a week. And now, like I said, trying to work my way in, but it's, the cool thing about that is if you do get in, then you are the only realtor for that specialty, like residential. So try a giveaway. So at my Evite, I'm going to do a raffle. because I know not everybody's gonna, reserve a spot, and people are gonna probably just show up. So I'm gonna do a raffle, but in order to get entered into that free raffle, you have to give me your information. I'm gonna have like a QR code that they have to scan and give me their information. I'm also turned this into a QR code, this link via free. I just Googled free QR code, and it gave me a free site to turn that link into a QR code. So I'm mailing those out to all my clients, and instead of them typing in this long web address, it has the code on the invite they can just scan it, because I know they're not going to type that in, and by the time they get to the end, it's not going to be, there's going to be typos anyway, right? So okay. Now moving on real quick. Going through. Now, this is a pretty cool site, realtyjuggler.com. It's a CRM, but it is pretty cheap. Actually, it's like 100 days for free, and it's only like $120 a year. And it allows you to do bulk emails, labels. It allows you to integrate with MailChimp. You can put in your listings, your buyers. It's actually pretty cool. I've started to use it, and has a calendar. You can link it with your Google Calendar. You can export the list. So if you're just don't want to use this and want to use something else, you can export it to a CSV file and upload it to your new system. I'm using this for now till I find, I get it. It's not as good as like KV Core, but KV Core is also upwards of $500 a month. This is $120 a year. So okay, use scripts. You can generate a script in ChatGPT, like I just told you. Get the camera out. Yeah. If you follow my Facebook page, I'm doing more videos, short videos, um, and then offer seminars. Me and another agent are looking into doing first-time homebuyer seminars. But I suggest joining in with another agent to do that. And if you want to partner up with another agent, just let me know and I'll see who else wants to, I'll coordinate that. Okay, so an absolutely free CRM that you could consider for now is just simply a Google, go to Google, and then go to here once you're signed in, and go to Sheets and all my Google Sheets. I have all you guys on a Google Sheet. So I can keep up with y'all's transactions and y'all's information and who I need to check up on. But here's a vendor list. If you want it, you can have it. Our company, or Carol, our broker, came up with this. So, but what I do is I would just put in your client's name, like buyers, sellers, and just put their information in. And then when you're ready to upload it to a CRM, once you were ready to pay for one, or you want to use the free bullseye one, then it uploads. So you're not wasting your time doing this, because you could upload this as long as it's a CSV file. And you can save it as a CSV file. When you save the file, I'm not sure if you can do this one format. No, it has to be an Excel, or you have to save it. I mean, someone smarter than me could do it, but I'm sure there's a way for you to save. Um, the lady in the class actually did it today. I would just have to play with it and to turn it into a CSV file, unless it is already one. So I use just an Excel spreadsheet when I put in my buyers and sellers information, and then I can upload it to a CSV or save it as a CSV, because when I hit save as, it lets me save it as a CSV file, and then I hit save to my computer or my external hard drive. See, .csv. So anyway, that's it. Just wanted to share a couple of things I learned this week. I hope that y'all got something out of that.